Galactic archives unveil Earth's animals as the ultimate weapons, top HFY stories. In the vast expanse of the Milky Way, the Galactic archives contained an unparalleled wealth of knowledge. Every civilization's history, scientific advancements, and cultural achievements were catalogued in this enormous database. Yet, there was one section of the archives that had recently begun to garner more attention than any other. It was titled Earth, the home of the most powerful creatures in the universe. The discovery of this section caused waves of excitement and disbelief across the galaxy. For centuries, other species had believed themselves to be the pinnacle of evolution, with technologies capable of destroying entire star systems, genetic modifications that enhanced strength and intellect, and the ability to manipulate the very fabric of space-time. But all of this had been challenged by a simple, seemingly insignificant planet, Earth. The archives revealed a stunning collection of stories about Earth's creatures, from its towering megafauna to the tiniest of insects. The galactic community, so accustomed to viewing themselves as superior beings, found themselves astounded by the raw, untapped potential of the animals on this small blue planet. The first encounter, the mighty African lion. The first story in the archives detailed the encounter of an intergalactic explorer with a group of Earth's apex predators, the African lions. The explorer, a member of the Zoran species, had traveled across galaxies, engaging in numerous battles and defeating many fearsome adversaries. Confident in their unmatched strength and tactical prowess, they ventured to Earth, eager to prove their superiority. What they didn't expect was the primal ferocity and unrelenting teamwork of the lions. The Zorans, used to facing lone opponents, were caught off guard by the sheer coordination of the lion pride. The lions worked together seamlessly, using their environment, their strength, and their cunning to overwhelm the invaders. The explorer returned to their home planet, humbled and with newfound respect for the animals of Earth. The swarm of the ants. Next, the archives showcased the incredible power of Earth's ants, tiny creatures with strength and cooperation that far exceeded their size. The story detailed a Zaxxon warlord, who, after conquering dozens of planets, decided to use Earth as a training ground for his troops. His soldiers, genetically enhanced for speed, strength, and durability, were tasked with clearing out an anthill that was causing disruption near one of Earth's major cities. The Zaxxon soldiers, confident in their abilities, were taken aback when they were swarmed by millions of ants. The ants, acting with precise coordination, overwhelmed the soldiers through sheer numbers and unrelenting attacks. The Zaxxon warlords soon realized that these creatures, though small, were capable of organizing in a way no military force in the galaxy could replicate. It was a humbling reminder that power did not always come from size or technology but from unity and will. The resilience of the honeybee. One of the most surprising entries was the story of Earth's honeybees, known for their essential role in pollination. Bees were often seen as simple creatures, until the Galactic archives revealed their true capabilities. A group of Corex researchers, known for their advancements in bioweaponry, decided to experiment on Earth's ecosystem. They introduced a series of harmful toxins into the environment, believing that Earth's wildlife would quickly succumb to their superior scientific methods. But the honeybees had evolved a unique defense mechanism. They could adapt to changing environments faster than any species in the galaxy. They not only survived the toxins but also helped other species do the same by creating a symbiotic ecosystem. The Corex researchers, after witnessing the bees' resilience and ability to rejuvenate the planet, realized that they had underestimated the complexity of life on Earth. What they thought would be an easy experiment turned into a profound lesson in adaptation and ecological balance. The invisible power, the cheetah and the speed of thought. The story of the cheetah, Earth's fastest land animal, was one of the most celebrated entries in the archives. A fleet of ultra-fast scout ships from the galaxy's elite Xantrex Empire, known for their precision and speed, challenged Earth's wildlife in a race to determine who was truly the fastest. The cheetah, with its unmatched speed and reflexes, won the race in a display of agility and instinct. But what truly astounded the Xantrex Empire wasn't just the cheetah's speed, it was the cheetah's ability to anticipate and calculate movements far beyond what their technology had predicted. In that moment, the Xantrex Empire realized that their advanced ships, though fast, were not as intuitive as Earth's creatures. They had underestimated the sheer biological brilliance of Earth's animals. The ultimate weapon, the human spirit. Finally, the archives revealed the most surprising discovery of all. The greatest weapon Earth possessed was not an animal at all, but the humans themselves. The story of humanity's struggle for survival, their ability to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges, and their relentless pursuit of knowledge left an indelible mark on the galaxy. Humans, with their intelligence, creativity, and deep sense of compassion, were the only species in the galaxy capable of bringing together disparate elements, animals, plants, and technology, into harmonious systems. The archives chronicled how humans had used their ingenuity to protect Earth's wildlife, create vast, interconnected ecosystems, and even build technologies that mimicked the strength and resilience of the animals they shared the planet with. In every corner of the galaxy, humanity's ability to adapt, evolve, and innovate made them the ultimate weapon, one that could not be easily replicated or defeated. Conclusion. As the galactic civilizations pored over the entries in the galactic archives, one thing became clear: Earth's animals were not just creatures of the planet, but embodiments of a deeper power, strength, unity, resilience, and intelligence, qualities that even the most advanced species in the galaxy had struggled to understand. The archives not only revealed Earth's animals as the ultimate weapons but also highlighted the core truth that had eluded many in the galaxy: sometimes, the most powerful forces in the universe are the simplest. And when the people of Earth stood together, humans and animals alike, they were an unstoppable force, a beacon of hope and survival in a galaxy full of wonders and dangers. In the end, the story of Earth was more than just a collection of victories. It was a testament to the strength of life itself. The rise of Earth's greatest protectors. As the galactic archives continued to be studied, more stories about Earth's inhabitants began to surface. These were not just tales of isolated triumphs, but a deeper narrative, one of survival, evolution, and the unyielding connection between Earth's creatures. It became increasingly clear to the galaxy that Earth's true strength lay not in its individual animals, but in the intricate web of life that existed within its ecosystems. The silent hunters, the wolves' strategy. One story that caused particular fascination across the stars was that of Earth's wolves, renowned for their strength, speed, and fierce loyalty. Wolves were often seen as a symbol of raw power, yet what set them apart was not their physical prowess, but their ability to cooperate and strategize as a pack. A group of Kilgorn warriors, known for their advanced combat techniques and relentless efficiency, had come to Earth seeking to understand the nature of Earth's predators. They believed that, by defeating a pack of wolves, they would prove their superiority over the entire planet. What they encountered instead was a masterclass in teamwork. The wolves, coordinated through instinct and mutual trust, used the landscape to their advantage, setting up traps and ambushes that the Kilgorn could not have predicted. Each wolf knew its role, with younger members acting as decoys and older, more experienced wolves guiding the hunt. The Kilgorn warriors, although formidable in their own right, were utterly unprepared for the wolves' ability to adapt their strategies mid-battle. In the end, the Kilgorn left Earth not with victory, but with respect. For the first time, they understood that strength alone was not enough. Unity and strategy were often far more important. The Ocean's Guardians, the Orcus Intelligence. Another fascinating entry in the archives was the story of the Orcus, Earth's apex marine predators. Their intelligence and social structures were beyond anything the galaxy had seen, and their ability to communicate and work together in perfect synchrony had baffled alien researchers for centuries. The story chronicled an event where an alien race, one with vast technological superiority, attempted to enslave Earth's oceans, hoping to harvest resources from the deep. But what the alien invaders did not account for was the intelligence of the Orcus. Upon encountering the intruders, the Orcus employed a combination of cunning tactics, from coordinated attacks to psychological warfare. Using the unfamiliar ocean environment to their advantage, the invaders found themselves trapped in a nightmarish underwater maze, struggling to even comprehend what was happening. The Orcus' ability to think several steps ahead, and their intricate social bonds, turned what seemed like an easy conquest into an impossible situation. The aliens eventually retreated, with many considering their encounter with the Orcus to be the most bewildering and humbling of their careers. The mastery of the elephants, a legacy of wisdom. A particularly profound story in the Galactic archives involved the elephants of Earth. These massive creatures, revered on their home planet for their intelligence and wisdom, had earned the respect of the galaxy's most ancient civilizations. The tale detailed how a race of highly advanced beings, seeking to expand their territory, attempted to capture a herd of elephants to study their behavior, believing they could unlock the secret to longevity and mental clarity. What they found, however, was something far more than they bargained for. The elephants, with their deep sense of family and their incredible memories, resisted capture in ways the invaders had not anticipated. The elephants, in their quiet wisdom, began to communicate across vast distances, using subsonic frequencies that reverberated through the planet. The invaders, who had no defense against such natural forces, soon found themselves overwhelmed by a vast network of wildlife, with the elephants at the heart of it all. The elephants didn't merely defend their territory, they inspired other creatures to unite. A peaceful rebellion spread across the planet, and the would-be captors were forced to leave Earth, their mission in ruins. In the end, the invaders didn't just learn about elephants, they learned the true power of collective memory, wisdom, and respect for all living things. The adaptive strength of the octopus. One story that shook even the most seasoned galactic scholars was the account of Earth's octopus, known for their intelligence, adaptability, and near invisibility in aquatic environments. Octopuses were often thought of as little more than peculiar sea creatures. Yet, the archives revealed that their potential for survival and evolution was unparalleled. A faction of genetically modified beings from the Zelgari Empire, who specialized in biotechnological warfare, sought to capture and study the octopus for the purposes of creating new weapons. They believed they could harness the octopus shape-shifting abilities, integrating them into their own biotechnology to create living weapons that could infiltrate any defense. However, what the Zelgari never considered was the octopus' remarkable capacity for problem-solving and escape. When they attempted to trap an octopus, it turned out that the creature's ability to squeeze through the tiniest of gaps and change its form at will was more than just a physical trait, it was an expression of an intelligence far beyond the expectations of the invaders. The octopus used its surroundings in ways the Zelgari never could have anticipated, breaking free from seemingly inescapable containment with ease. More than just a display of physical prowess, it was a testament to the incredible adaptability that Earth's creatures possessed, which could not be replicated by artificial means. The humans, a bond with nature. And so, the greatest discovery of all was revealed, not just the strength of Earth's animals, but the unique relationship between humanity and the world they had evolved in. Unlike the technologically advanced species of the galaxy, who often saw themselves as masters of their environment, humans had forged a deep connection with the creatures of their planet. This bond had allowed them to protect, learn from, and grow alongside the animals in ways that made them an extraordinary species. The archives documented human efforts to protect endangered species, restore ecosystems, and develop technologies inspired by nature. Humanity had learned, over centuries, how to harmonize with the natural world, and this synergy had made Earth not just a place of survival, but a cradle of innovation. Whether it was bioengineering inspired by the octopus shape-shifting abilities or the social cooperation modeled after the wolves, humans had created a legacy that combined the best of both worlds, nature and technology, mind and body, earth and sky. Conclusion: the legacy of Earth's creatures. As the galaxy looked to Earth, they saw not just a planet with powerful creatures, but a world in which life itself, every creature, every plant, and every human, was part of a greater whole. The animals of Earth had taught the galaxy valuable lessons in strength, cooperation, adaptability, and resilience. They were more than mere weapons. They were living embodiments of the lessons the galaxy needed to learn in order to survive and thrive. The Galactic Archives had unraveled Earth's true legacy, a planet where life itself was the ultimate weapon, an unbreakable force bound by the threads of evolution, intelligence, and the unyielding will to survive. And as civilizations across the stars read these stories, they knew that Earth was not just another planet in the galaxy, it was a beacon of what was possible when life, in all its forms, was allowed to reach its fullest potential. The Eternal Guardians, Earth's undying defenders. With each new chapter, the Galactic Archives expanded, revealing yet more extraordinary tales of Earth's creatures and the strength that resided within them. What had once been seen as primitive and insignificant by the galaxy's most advanced species now stood as a testament to something far greater, the indomitable spirit of life itself. Even more astonishing were the stories that revealed Earth's capacity for regeneration, its ability to recover and adapt over time, as if the planet itself were a living entity guarding its own future. The forest's silent sentinels, the redwood's endurance. One of the most revered entries was that of the ancient coastal redwoods, towering trees that had stood for millennia. These forest giants were unlike anything the galaxy had seen, known for their immense size and longevity. The redwoods seemed to embody the concept of resilience, but their true power lay not just in their height or age, but in their ecosystem. The story detailed an attempt by the Dretheriae, a race of hyper-advanced conquerors, to extract resources from Earth's natural environment, targeting the vast forests of the planet for their dense and precious timber. What they didn't expect was that the redwoods were not simply individual entities. They were part of a larger network, sharing nutrients and information through their roots. The trees worked together, not just for their own survival, but for the survival of the entire forest. As the Dretheriae attempted to harvest the trees, the redwoods released a chemical signal that alerted the entire ecosystem. The tree's roots connected with the surrounding plants, and a chain reaction occurred, where even the smallest creatures, from insects to smaller plants, coordinated to disrupt the Dretheriae's efforts. It wasn't just the strength of the redwoods that repelled the invaders, it was the interconnectedness of the entire forest. The invaders, overwhelmed by an unexpected and unrelenting defense, eventually abandoned their mission. The redwoods, through a quiet yet powerful defense, had shown that even the mightiest conquerors could not overcome the deep, silent wisdom of Earth's ecosystems. The Night Hunters, the owl's perfection. Another chapter in the archives focused on Earth's owls, creatures that had mastered the art of silence, stealth, and precision. These nocturnal hunters had long fascinated galactic scholars, who had believed that technological stealth fields could surpass the natural abilities of Earth's predators. To test this theory, a group of advanced xenobotanists from the Nivrix Union created highly sophisticated drones designed to track and capture Earth's predators without a sound. The Nivrix drones were designed to be silent, undetectable, and agile, virtually perfect hunters. Yet, when they were unleashed in Earth's forests, they quickly found themselves outmatched. The owls, with their ability to fly completely silently and their unparalleled hunting skills, evaded the drones with ease. Not only did the owls' specialized feathers absorb sound, but their eyes allowed them to see in complete darkness, giving them an edge even against the most advanced technologies. The Nivrix learned that Earth's animals did not need artificial enhancements to be effective. They had perfected their own forms of stealth over millennia of evolution. The owls, with their quiet grace and deadly precision, had proved that nature's designs could not be surpassed by any technology. The Nivrix left Earth with a new understanding. Perfection in stealth did not come from invention, but from adaptation to the environment. The evolutionary power, the monarch butterfly's migration. Perhaps one of the most profound stories in the archives was that of the monarch butterflies and their incredible migration. These delicate creatures, which traveled thousands of miles each year with a precision that no technology could replicate, had long been a symbol of resilience and transformation. However, few could grasp the true significance of their journey until the galaxy's brightest minds took a closer look. The Vectra, a species known for their powerful minds and ability to manipulate time, decided to study Earth's monarch butterflies, believing their migration was the result of an unknown force, perhaps even an untapped time-warping ability. The Vectra sought to understand how such fragile creatures could navigate vast distances with such precision, sometimes crossing entire continents without error. As they followed the butterfly's migration, the Vectra were astonished to learn that the butterfly's incredible journey wasn't based on complex technology or alien forces. Instead, it was the result of generations of adaptation, each butterfly passing down knowledge, genetically encoded, to its offspring. The Vectra realized that it wasn't just about the butterfly's individual strength or speed, it was about the collective wisdom of generations passed down over millennia. In a galaxy full of time-warping technologies and mind-bending abilities, the butterflies demonstrated the true power of evolution, the gradual accumulation of knowledge, honed over time, allowed a species to achieve extraordinary feats. The Vectra learned that while they could manipulate time, Earth's creatures had found a way to transcend it altogether, evolving to reach a point where no technology, no manipulation of forces, could replicate their natural ability. The humans, architects of harmony. By now, the galactic archives were filled with stories of Earth's creatures, each more powerful and surprising than the last. But the most important story remained that of humanity itself, a species that had, through trial and error, learned to live in harmony with the world around them. The archives detailed how humans, after nearly destroying their planet in their early years, had turned things around, developing technologies not only to preserve their environment but to restore it. Humans had created vast reforestation programs, built technologies that mimicked natural systems, and protected endangered species through global initiatives. What stood out most was humanity's ability to recognize the inherent worth of every life form on Earth, not just for its potential usefulness, but for its intrinsic value. The story told of how humans had realized that the only way to protect their planet was not through dominance or control, but through partnership with nature and with the animals that shared their world. It was this mindset that set humanity apart from so many other species in the galaxy. The galactic community, in turn, had begun to look to humanity for guidance, not just as a species of technological wonder, but as a model for a more sustainable, harmonious existence. Earth's greatest strength wasn't its weapons, its technology, or even its animals, it was its people's ability to understand the delicate balance between all forms of life. The conclusion, a shared future. The final entry in the Galactic Archives summed up what all the stories had taught. Earth's true power lay not in the individual strengths of its creatures, but in the balance and interconnectedness of all life forms. Whether it was the lions working as a pride, the owl's silent flight, or the monarch's long migration, each story spoke to the underlying truth that Earth's strength came from unity, not just between animals, but between humanity and nature. The galactic civilizations, once eager to conquer and dominate, now sought to learn from Earth. They studied its creatures, its people, and its ecosystems, hoping to replicate the profound balance that made Earth so resilient. And in doing so, they began to change, not just how they viewed Earth, but how they saw themselves. The new era, Earth's influence on the galaxy. As the stories from Earth spread across the galaxy, a shift began to take place. Once a planet viewed with skepticism, Earth had become a symbol of harmony, strength, and resilience. Its creatures, its animals, its ecosystems, and its humans had taught the galaxy valuable lessons in survival, cooperation, and the power of natural evolution. But perhaps the most profound transformation was about to occur, a new era of intergalactic cooperation, inspired by Earth's example, was beginning to take shape. The Galactic Council's resolution, Learning from Earth. The Galactic Council, an assembly of the most powerful and influential civilizations in the galaxy, had traditionally made decisions based on technological advancement and military might. But after examining the stories contained in the Galactic Archives, a seismic change occurred within the Council. For the first time, Earth's story was brought to the forefront, not as a curiosity, but as a beacon for future progress. A motion was introduced, calling for the establishment of a new galactic initiative, a collaborative effort to learn from Earth's example. The resolution, dubbed the Earth Harmony Accord, proposed that all member species begin to re-examine their relationship with nature, seek balance in their technological developments, and learn from Earth's example of integrating the wisdom of natural systems into their daily lives. The Zoran, once one of the most expansionist races in the galaxy, immediately pledged their support. Their once unyielding drive for conquest had been replaced by a desire to study Earth's ecosystems, learning from the strategic cooperation of its animals. The Zoran General Council had realized that no amount of war tactics or individual power could match the collaborative power demonstrated by Earth's wildlife. The Kilgorn, who had once attempted to dominate Earth's apex predators, echoed similar sentiments. Their leaders declared that the Kilgorn Empire would dedicate resources to understanding Earth's ability to adapt and evolve, seeing it as a model for their own future sustainability. They had learned, through their encounters with wolves and ants, that true strength wasn't just in might, but in the ability to evolve and respond to ever-changing challenges. The birth of the Earth Alliance. The Earth Harmony Accord sparked an even more remarkable development, a new coalition of galactic species, united under the banner of cooperation with Earth. This initiative, known as the Earth Alliance, would work toward the shared goal of sustainable growth, environmental stewardship, and peaceful coexistence between all forms of life across the stars. The Earth Alliance was not an alliance of dominance or military conquest. Instead, it was a coalition of species that recognized the need to protect life in all its forms. Earth's leaders, along with representatives from across the galaxy, began to discuss the formation of a unified galactic body that would address issues such as ecological preservation, technological ethics, and the responsible exploration of the universe. The mission was clear: to preserve life, to learn from nature, and to ensure that the mistakes of the past, domination and destruction, would never again define the future. The role of humans, stewards of a new age. While Earth's animals had inspired much of the galaxy, humanity had proven to be the critical catalyst for the shift. Humans, with their remarkable adaptability, intellect, and capacity for empathy, had become the natural leaders in this new era. However, their leadership wasn't based on dominance or control. It was rooted in stewardship, empathy, and a shared responsibility to preserve the life that had flourished on Earth and beyond. Human scientists, ecologists, and diplomats became key figures in the creation of the Earth Alliance. They worked alongside alien representatives to create programs that would restore ecosystems on dying planets, develop technologies that mimicked natural processes, and protect the biodiversity of countless worlds. Humans taught the galaxy that true progress didn't lie in the endless accumulation of power or wealth, it was in the delicate balance between technological advancement and environmental preservation. One of the first initiatives was a universal education campaign called the Heart of Earth. It was designed to teach the inhabitants of every world in the galaxy about Earth's animals, its ecosystems, and the deep wisdom that existed within its natural world. Every species, from the smallest insect to the most advanced alien race, began to understand that their survival depended not on individual might but on their ability to live in harmony with the universe around them. A galactic renaissance, the Age of Harmony. The success of the Earth Alliance sparked what historians would later call a galactic renaissance, an era marked by a profound shift in the way the galaxy approached its future. Scientific advancements, once focused solely on technological prowess, began to emphasize sustainability and ecological harmony. Galactic colonies no longer sought to exploit the resources of new planets, but instead focused on nurturing those worlds and fostering their natural growth. One of the most remarkable projects to come out of this renaissance was the Great Restoration Initiative, a galaxy-wide effort to heal damaged ecosystems, both on Earth and on other planets. Alien species worked alongside humans to reforest barren worlds, introduce species back into their native habitats, and undo the harm caused by generations of exploitation. Even the once polluted Earth saw vast improvements, as humanity, aided by their newfound allies, worked to restore their planet to its former vibrancy. The success of the initiative was a shining example of the power of unity and collaboration. It wasn't just the work of one species or another, it was the collective effort of many, inspired by the deep lessons that Earth's animals had taught them. The very act of restoring these worlds became a symbol of what the galaxy could achieve when it put aside its differences and worked together for a common goal. A future beyond the stars, the legacy of Earth. As the centuries passed, Earth's influence continued to grow across the galaxy. Its story, once viewed as just one of many in the vast universe, became a cornerstone of galactic history. Earth was no longer seen as a primitive, isolated world, it was the cradle of a new age of enlightenment, one where all life was valued and protected. The animals of Earth, the lions, the elephants, the wolves, the bees, the octopuses, and every creature in between, remained central to this new vision. They were the living symbols of the galaxy's shift toward unity, cooperation, and respect for all forms of life. Their stories were told in schools across planets, shared in cultural festivals, and studied in universities. They were not just weapons, they were the ultimate teachers. The quiet but powerful reminders that strength lies not in domination, but in understanding and working together. The last entry in the Galactic Archives. written by the founders of the Earth Alliance. Simply read. In the beginning, Earth was a small, unassuming world among many, but from it arose the greatest lesson the universe had ever known, that life, in all its forms, is sacred, and that our true strength lies in how we choose to live with each other. May we continue to learn from the creatures of Earth, and may we always remember that we are all part of something far greater than ourselves. And so, the galaxy, once divided by war and conquest, entered an era of cooperation, peace, and shared growth, a new chapter in the story of the cosmos, where Earth had played its part in teaching the galaxy the true meaning of life, unity, and the enduring power of nature. A new dawn, Earth's guardians reach beyond. The creation of the Earth Alliance and the birth of the Galactic Renaissance sparked a cultural and technological revolution that reshaped the galaxy. As the collective consciousness of countless species embraced the lessons of Earth's animals, humanity and its allies began looking toward the future, not just of their planets, but of the entire galaxy. One of the most ambitious projects to emerge from this new era was the Universal Ecological Federation, UEF, an interstellar organization designed to unite all planets, species, and ecosystems under a shared mission of preservation, growth, and peace. This was not just about environmental protection, it was a vision for the future, one where all intelligent life understood the interconnectedness of the universe and worked together to maintain its delicate balance. The mission, expanding the reach of Earth's wisdom. With the success of Earth's reforms and the thriving Earth Alliance, the next step was clear: extend the lessons learned from Earth to the farthest reaches of space. The UEF envisioned a future where entire star systems could collaborate to restore not just the physical environments of their worlds, but also the wisdom of cooperation, peaceful coexistence, and ecological balance. The first major initiative was the Stellar Reclamation Project, aimed at rejuvenating dying or struggling planets in the galaxy. Scientists and ecologists from across the galaxy, guided by Earth's research into sustainable systems, began to work together to restore barren planets. Advanced terraforming technologies, once used to colonize new worlds, were now being repurposed for rehabilitation. Instead of rushing to exploit resources, the focus was on ensuring planets could thrive naturally, fostering ecosystems that were self-sustaining and in harmony with the life that called them home. The rise of the Guardians, Earth's role in the galaxy's future. At the heart of this expansion were Earth's animals, whose profound impact on galactic civilizations had proven to be the ultimate model for survival and cooperation. The creatures of Earth, wolves, elephants, dolphins, bees, and countless others, had become symbols of what the galaxy could achieve when natural harmony was the foundation of progress. Humanity, with the support of the Galactic Council and the species of the Earth Alliance, established the Guardians of Life Initiative. This elite group of interspecies protectors, including humans and representatives from a diverse range of intelligent species, was tasked with safeguarding the ecological balance of planets and preserving the wisdom of Earth's animals. The Guardians' mission was twofold: first, to serve as ambassadors of Earth's deep wisdom, helping struggling civilizations understand the importance of respecting their natural world, and second, to protect and restore ecosystems on a galactic scale, ensuring that no species or environment was ever again pushed to the brink of extinction. In the years that followed, the Guardians became a symbol of hope throughout the galaxy. Their success stories were shared in every corner of the universe, of desolate worlds brought back to life, of species on the verge of extinction restored to their rightful place, of intelligent beings learning to live in balance with nature. They were not conquerors or soldiers, but nurturers, healers, and teachers. The legacy of Earth's creatures, protectors of the cosmos. As the millennia passed, the story of Earth and its animals became a central chapter in the ongoing history of the galaxy. Earth's animals were no longer seen as mere creatures, they were the foundation of a galactic philosophy that had brought species from all corners of the universe together. The lion's courage, the elephant's wisdom, the dolphin's intelligence, the bee's industriousness, and the owl's silent grace were celebrated across the stars as the cornerstones of life's resilience. The Great Preservation Database, a living archive of Earth's wildlife, was constructed, containing not just records of species but lessons drawn from the behavior and ecology of every creature that had ever roamed the Earth. This database became an essential tool for all species in the galaxy, offering insights into sustainable practices, ecological balance, and the delicate web of interdependence that supported life. No longer were the lessons of Earth just for its own people, they had become a universal resource for all. A new vision for the stars. The Galactic Renaissance, born from the collaboration between Earth and its newfound allies, sparked a new golden age in galactic history. No longer were civilizations driven by greed, conquest, or unchecked expansion. Instead, the galaxy began to move toward an age of mutual respect and shared growth. Governments and empires across the stars adopted the principles of the Earth Harmony Accord in their policies, creating interstellar trade agreements that prioritized environmental sustainability, peaceful coexistence, and the protection of all life forms. Even the most advanced technological empires, once focused solely on progress through power, revised their approaches, incorporating ecological principles into their designs and innovations. The Galactic Green Pact, a multilateral agreement between all advanced civilizations, was signed, marking the galaxy's formal commitment to preserving natural life and using technology for the greater good. As part of the agreement, every species in the galaxy pledged to protect its homeworlds, restore ecosystems where needed, and ensure that future generations inherited planets that could sustain them without overexploitation. In the heart of the galaxy, a new symbol began to appear on every planetary flag, the image of Earth's most enduring guardian, the tree, a representation of Earth's natural world. The tree symbolized life, growth, and the promise of a future where all living things, from the tiniest insect to the most advanced civilization, could thrive together. The galactic legacy, Earth's everlasting influence. As the centuries turned into millennia, Earth's influence on the galaxy endured, not just through its animals or its people, but through the values it had imparted. That strength comes from unity, that wisdom lies in respecting the natural world, and that the future can only be secured when all beings, regardless of size, shape, or form, work together to protect the delicate balance of life. Galactic civilizations, once focused on empire building and technological domination, now looked to Earth as a model of what was possible when all species recognized their responsibility to the universe and to each other. The legacy of Earth's creatures was not just a story of survival, it was a story of transformation, of how a single world, through its animals and people, had inspired an entire galaxy to change its way of thinking and acting. In the end, the galaxy knew the truth. The greatest power in the universe was not in weapons, not in dominance, but in life itself, in the fragile, beautiful, and interconnected tapestry of existence that Earth had taught them all to protect. And so, under the eternal guardianship of Earth's legacy, the galaxy moved forward, united in purpose, guided by the wisdom of its animals, and hopeful for a future of endless possibilities. The legacy continues, a future beyond Earth. As the Earth Alliance flourished and its teachings spread throughout the galaxy, a new chapter in interstellar history began. Earth's influence had established an era of peace, sustainability, and interspecies cooperation. But the ultimate question remained: what would happen when Earth itself was no longer the only beacon of ecological wisdom and harmony? The Great Expansion, colonizing with care. The UEF, under the leadership of the Guardians of Life, made a groundbreaking decision: the expansion of Earth's model to new worlds. While earlier colonization efforts were driven by exploration and resource extraction, this new wave of expansion would be different. The goal was to create thriving ecosystems on planets that had not yet been terraformed or colonized, but which held the potential for abundant life. The philosophy behind this expansion was rooted in the principles established by the Earth Harmony Accord. Each new world would be carefully evaluated to determine its ecological balance, ensuring that any settlement or new species introduced would not disrupt the natural flow of life. Instead of exploiting resources, the goal was to build symbiotic relationships between the settlers and the native ecosystems. Human and alien ecologists worked hand in hand with the Guardians of Life, developing advanced, eco-friendly terraforming methods and restoration techniques that would allow planets to thrive without interference. They used data from Earth's historical efforts at reforestation, ecosystem restoration, and wildlife preservation to create plans that could help other planets reach their full potential. First Contact and Beyond, a unified galactic front. With the Earth Alliance's success in fostering peace and ecological harmony, the galactic community began looking beyond their own stars. The Earth Harmony Accord had proven to be a unifying force, but it was clear that other civilizations, especially those on the fringes of the galaxy, would need time and guidance to understand the principles Earth had taught. The First Contact Initiative, established by the Guardians of Life, focused on introducing the wisdom of Earth to species that had not yet joined the galactic community. These species were often in isolation, either due to their technological limitations or their reluctance to engage with the broader galaxy. But the galactic renaissance had sparked a new curiosity and willingness to learn from others. Human ambassadors and members of the Guardians began their journeys into uncharted space, seeking out these isolated civilizations. They approached these new worlds not as conquerors or colonizers, but as teachers and partners. The first of these encounters often focused on introducing these species to Earth's philosophy of life, balance, and interconnectedness, using stories of Earth's animals to illustrate the wisdom that could be shared. The response was overwhelming. Even the most isolated species began to see the value in Earth's principles. Over time, species that had once been entirely self-reliant or protective of their worlds began to embrace the idea that the strength of the galaxy lay in its unity, and that every new species had something valuable to contribute to the broader community. The biological synthesis, new species emerge. As Earth's teachings spread further, new possibilities emerged. Over time, some species began to explore the possibility of biological synthesis, an advanced form of genetic engineering that could integrate the strengths of Earth's animals with their own unique biology. These new species were designed not to dominate or exploit, but to coexist in new and innovative ways. Some of the most notable examples were the avianus, a hybrid species born from the fusion of avian and human DNA. Inspired by Earth's migratory birds, the avianus possessed wings, incredible endurance, and an innate understanding of natural patterns. They became not only experts in space exploration but also champions of Earth's values, navigating the stars with the same grace and instinct as the birds they were modeled after. Another remarkable species was the virel, a species based on Earth's elephants. With their immense size and intelligence, the virel were designed to serve as planetary stewards, moving between worlds to restore ecosystems, protect endangered species, and ensure that the delicate balance of life was maintained. The creation of these hybrid species, while controversial in some quarters, represented the ultimate evolution of Earth's philosophy, intertwining the wisdom of the natural world with the ambitions of spacefaring civilizations. These new beings, born of both science and nature, became symbols of the galaxy's potential to harmonize technological advancement with ecological stewardship. The enduring guardians, Earth's role in the future. As time passed, Earth itself became more than just a symbol. It became the spiritual heart of the galaxy. Visitors from all corners of the universe came to Earth not to conquer or exploit, but to learn from the rich biodiversity that had once been the home to humanity and its animals. A series of Earth sanctuaries were established on the planet, sprawling reserves where representatives from every species could come to study, meditate, and reconnect with nature. These sanctuaries were not simply places of learning, they were the focal points for the galaxy's spiritual awakening. In these sacred spaces, species that once had nothing in common shared knowledge, experiences, and wisdom. The Guardians of Life, now the galaxy's most respected and influential organization, continued their mission to protect the interconnected web of existence. They operated not just as protectors of Earth's legacy, but as ambassadors of the universal truth that all life, in every form, was valuable. Their message was simple, but profound. The future of the galaxy depended not on how much power a species could amass, but on how much they could learn to live in harmony with one another and the natural world. The cosmic path, unity and evolution. As the millennia stretched on, the story of Earth and its animals evolved into myth and legend, retold by each new generation of galactic citizens. But the lessons that Earth had taught, those of balance, cooperation, and respect for life, were now woven into the very fabric of galactic civilization. No longer were species driven by conquest. No longer were worlds ravaged for resources. Instead, the galaxy had embraced a new vision, one of peace, sustainability, and shared wisdom. And at the heart of this vision was the understanding that true power was not found in domination, but in unity with the universe and all of its inhabitants. The final chapter of the Galactic Archives, written long after Earth had evolved into a cosmic beacon of harmony, reads simply: from a small world in the far reaches of the cosmos, Earth's creatures and people showed the galaxy that strength is not born of conquest, but of coexistence. As we look to the stars, let us remember that the greatest power lies not in the weapons we build, but in the lives we protect, the bonds we forge, and the wisdom we share. And with that, the galaxy moved forward, not just as a collection of advanced civilizations, but as a united collective of life, bound by the everlasting lessons of Earth and its creatures, guardians of a future where all could thrive together, in peace and harmony, across the stars.